Hello, I'm Tristan Barnes. Welcome to Underland Recordings, and this is my new studio. So we've got the instrumental mix, which is all routed through the groups to the center, to the groups here. So right through from the kick, snare, toms, overhead room, drum, bass, compression, and bass, guitar, and vocals. Basically, bar the vocals, I'm sending the entire instrumental mix through the mix bus, through the compression, and then that runs through the Burl converters, the transformer, back into Pro Tools. I then have the vocal a cappella mix also running through the Burl after leaving here. And then from this point in the box, from the instrumental mix and the a cappella, they get summed together and sent back out through a Burl mastering module, through extra transformers for coloration, and then they will come in combined as my final print. With this desk, I do have a hybrid setup, and as much as Pro Tools is feeding all the channels of the desk, I have the ability to insert my outboard gear into specific channels, from compression, EQ, and whether they have a wet-dry mix or I have that routed in a certain way on the desk to determine the wet or dry mix with the compression, or just utilizing the flexibility of the desk to bring it back at a different point and possibly EQ it on another channel. It's very flexible, from using the large faders to the small faders. And the process for me working through this on the SSL Origin is to basically start with the drums, which are all routed to the center, to the stereo groups. On my configuration, the left-hand side of the console, panning all the way down here, is entirely the drums. And the right-hand side is limited to guitar, bass, vocals, and extra channels. Everything is feeding the stereo groups in the center for ease of control. And then lastly, after all these groups have reached this point and I'm happy with the overall balance of everything, let's run through the compressor, and that is back on the way, back to print in through the Burl into Pro Tools. And then I will get started on the vocals after working at the instrumental, and then once that is dialed in to taste, that will be blended back in the box, and then ready for more of a mastering style process, just some finishing touches.